we do it every day. We be grinding, and if you ask me, we the best. I'ma be like, yo, that's us with the crazy flow. And you gon' hear us on the radio. This is how we do every day. We be grinding, and if you wanna come and test us, I'ma be like, yo, that's us with the crazy flow. And you gon' hear us on the radio when I'm spitting all these rhymes.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the 10-Yard Fight. This is Coach KK. This is Volume 17, Part 7. Volume 17 displays the gun wing scheme in ultimate team form. I keep stressing the 3 deep playoff losses we had. We had 1 Super Bowl appearance and 2 playoff undefeated seasons. And I mean, we stalled out of gas at the playoffs. We went undefeated but stalled out of gas. Here we go, piggybacking off the last video in which I was 3-1 at the time. As you can see, week 5 right there, you need 5 wins to get to the playoffs. So here's week 5 right here against this Shaggy guy. He stalled out, man. It's 4th and 11. He have no discipline. He couldn't make it, so he's out of there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just that's how it goes. So we'll bypass him. This is the Serengeti, just to let you know. And we're Jaguars out here. I guess they realized that, hey man, this guy have blood all over his mouth. He's been out here thriving and surviving, right? So that's how I ended up getting the next win. The same thing happened to my next opponent in week 6, and they advanced me from week 7 to week 8. So let's get it, baby. We also know that week 8, 9, and 10 is the playoffs. So here we go. Week 8 underway. Gun wing scheme. Let's get it. Right off the bat, I threw a pick 6 in the first drive, let alone the first minute of the game. It was not like a pick 6 where he earned. It was more of a misread. So users need to understand that, like, where did you make the mistake? Don't just say, oh, I threw a pick 6, he's up 14 zip. How did you get into a situation where you're down 14 zip or 7 zip or something? You know, capitalize. So today, that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about some nuances. You guys know I always like to show resilience. I like to show, you know, overcoming deficits and stuff like that. Here we go. That's what I have to do. I got my hands full. This is the playoff. No looking back, no turning around. So now, you know, after throwing the pick 6 in the playoffs, is my back against the wall. I got to go out here and have answers. And I'm operating from the gun wing scheme. So here we go right here. This is what I call a triangle type of offense. This is the mesh sit. And what it does is, if you can get a triangle look out here, it'll create a high-low stretch. It'll space the defense out. You see right here, I'm in the middle of my play call. And if you got plays, sometime take your film study and just pause it in the middle of the progressions. And if you can see triangles, like I can go from different receivers all the way around the board and form different triangles. That's 3 guys into one area. And what it does is it just spaces out the coverage. It puts the user into conflict. Especially like right here, he's playing 2 high safeties and we have 3 guys underneath. So yeah, this reminds me of a video I did called Spacing, Switching, and Curl Routes about a year and a half ago, or let's just say 2 years ago. And with stuff like that, he's in cover for a drop, I'm in mesh sit going underneath. This is going to create some conflict for him. You know, this is going to create a problem for that guy if he continue to stay in that, because we'll just take all the underneath routes. So yeah, that interception that I threw was like, he didn't earn it in my books, and that's the mentality that I'm going with. You know, now it's time to fight. Let's see, can he stop first downs? You know, let's see, can he hold, you know, me from getting 10 yards, because this is a 10-yard fight. Here we go right here. He's in the middle, just waiting on that route, I guess. And there we go with a bubble screen. So we made 3rd down easier for us. Instead of 3rd and 10, it's now 3rd and 4. We got our 6 yards from 2nd down. Still sitting in the middle. He's still running around like a chicken with his head cut off. and we got the triangle look again. We get a first down. So now I'm gaining confidence. You know, that's as you can see, this is the 3 sets. If you're new, you got to go back to volume 16 with Trevor Lawrence and stuff on the thumbnails to see the audibles for this. So yeah, go back and watch that stuff. Look at this guy right here. He's gonna sit in the middle. I'm calling RPO sweet peek. Both guards are pulling to the right. Now he's over there watching the bubble screen. As you can see, he went to the left. That was my mistake right there. That was my fault that we didn't get anything. Good play call from him, but at the same time, that was me stalling with the run. You know, that was me stalling. So I got to take the blame. He get the credit for that. So here we go. 2nd and long once again. We call a nice short play. A beautiful touch pass. It was an anticipatory throw. You don't wait for your guy to get open. You throw him open, especially in situations like that. So yeah, he's starting to all out blitz. He's getting a little aggressive. So what we got to do right here is we got to win the X and O battle. You know, we got to win a lot of these battles, and these are going to be on 3rd downs, you know, on your 2nd and longs and stuff. And eventually he's going to kind of start playing conservative. Look at him right here. He want to shoot the gap. See, he's trying to shoot that gap. But he know I'm running. So he's trying to beat me to the spot. Once again, he got caught in the trash because he was still looking for the RPO read bubble. He thought the read bubble was coming. So that's why I like when certain guys play in the middle, because they're gonna try to play both sides from the middle, and you can't do that. People think because you in the middle you control everything. No, you don't control everything. You just have the ability to go left or right. You can't go left and right or right and left. You have to pick a side at the same time. So there's like rules to playing in the middle. As you can see, I caught me a nice pick 6. He's out of there though. He can't stand it. So yes, goodness, he's out of here. Good vibes only. We're moving forward from week 8. That was like the divisional round in my books. I don't know why EA won't put the championship logo right here, because this should say championship on my field, because this is week 9 right here. But whoop-de-doo, we know we have to win this game to get to the Super Bowl, and let's get it, baby. Right off the bat, we catch another pick. Well, we catch a pick right off the bat, and it's Calvin again, Megatron. So let's get this party started. We have a long way to go. This is the gun wing scheme. This is the 10-yard fight. He's over there in the slot. That was good. You know, I gotta have a little shake and bait, little user skills on him. So yeah, we threw that bubble screen because it was open. We had space and opportunity. But I want him, you know, I have identifier, so we know where the user is. Let's see his tendencies. Let's see if we can try to get him flat-footed, like right there. Go back and watch the beginning of that play. He was stalled and flat-footed because, like I say, when you're playing in the middle, you don't know if you're going left or right. You just have the option to pick a side. So yeah, that's a nice little blitz alert. He's in Overstorm Brave, so that we know that he's rushing the B gaps. So that's a mental note that I'm gonna put up there, you know, in my mind. He's doing Overstorm Brave. We may see it again. So here we go. Nice little play. RPO sweet peek. 2 guards are pulling. That was a beautiful run concept. Guys, you gotta get used to switching up the running concepts. What that does is it gives you opportunity in space. You know, because it changes up the math. Like right there, that was a trap. That was a good play. You know, when guards are pulling, that changes up the math, because pre-snap, all he sees is the lineman that he sees now. You know, linemen can't go in motion and pull. So post-snap, it changes up the math. It changes up the hat count. You know, the number game gets shifted because it's not what it was seen pre-snap. So yeah, draw, counter, trap, misdirection, you name it. You know, base, pulling guards, all that stuff plays in a factor. So if you got a scheme, you need to just implement all of that stuff. You know, nice little play on 3rd and 2. He was over there in the open field with me. that was like me. I gotta, I had to collect information because like I have threat detector. So now I see that he's responsible for my running back. We know he automatically have to follow those guys. He's not gonna honor the double slants. So that was a freebie right there. Even though that was a fourth down, it was a reasonable fourth down. Because first of all, he had ball first. And second of all, I'm in his territory. So I could afford to take the incomplete pass and we turn over on downs midfield. So I was willing to take that risk. So that was beautiful artwork right there. That was art, if you ask me. Run fits and gap control is very important. This guy is constantly rushing the B gaps. Gotta understand the gaps. So we know when it comes to A gap and C gap, it's gonna be a different thing. So we're able to go to the C gaps with the outside zones and the peak sweep, right? And we're able to hit the A gap with the trap. So that's why you got to switch up the running concepts, just like you got to switch up your cheese in real life on sandwiches or pizza or whatever. You got mozzarella cheese, Swiss cheese, Colbert cheese, Jack, blue cheese, Italian spicy cheese, all type of ways that you got to switch things up. So that's how I see it. Everything. See, rookies and beginners don't understand. They just think it's called running up the middle. But no, how are you running up the middle? Where are you running up the middle? A gap, B gap, and C gap. All type of different things. Here we go once again, calling that mesh sit. It's a crosser route with a sit route on top of everything. Like I say earlier, it stretches out the coverage. It spaces out the user. And there we go. We got three guys in our peripheral, so it makes the read easier. It makes the progression easier. Right here we go, switching up the run concept. This is 0-1 trap. My left guard 63 is the reason why we scored this touchdown. We know the two linebackers are rushing the B gaps, so they're going to be totally isolated out of the play. The receivers are taking their corners, the tight ends are hat for hat, and the tackles are hat for hat. Watch this right here. 63 and somewhat of 68 is the reason why we scored a touchdown. My left guard and right guard are the reasons why we scored a touchdown. Now, see, he don't know that we were doing this. Like I say, pre-snap, it just looked like hat on hat for him, and he was just gonna ambush us. But post-snap, all that confusion just came behind him with the guards pulling and people just running crazy in different directions. So now next drive he's gonna have to kind of back up and get out the box and hesitate a little bit, and we're gonna run straight at him because it's all about timing and rhythm. So yeah, next drive, here we go. We winning 7-zip at halftime. I just missed the read right here. This is mesh it once again. My running back is the hot man. He's the wheel route, and I have a step on him. I just missed the touchdown right there. Here we go. Oh man. And incomplete pass. So this is one of those situations where I know that he know that I know, right? He's over there. He's already waiting on the wheel route. He have a step on me and all. And guess what? I go right back to the drag. Gotta make third down manageable for myself, right? Because 3rd and 4 sounds way better than 3rd and 10, right? Let's say I'd have tried to attempt that running back. Nah, it wouldn't have worked. So here we go. We're going to clean it up everything. Get out of the inside zone. We understand that was an easy read because he's waiting on other things. Score is 7-0 halftime. All I want is 3 points. To be winning by 2 possessions is straight. This is why we have identifier out here. We need to know what a user is. He's sitting in the hole and his other guy is sitting underneath triangle. We were going to hit the zone peak, the slants on that zone peak, but our rules and our principles told us that we had to hand the ball off because someone was sitting in the zone. So yeah, that's how that thing go, guys. Remember last video, and look at him steady creeping. Now he's trying to creep over there to that left. He's worried about the bubble screen, and he's also worried about the double slant part of the concept that we keep throwing at him. But our rules are just telling us, hey, If he go this way, we go that way. If he go that way, we go this way. So here you go. I'm flipping it over. He's still concerned about the double slant. Just watch this right here. This is spread. This is spread offense. Look at the stick concept. Everything is one-on-one and isolated. It's one-on-one matchups out here. So that's how we were able to get the simple stuff. This is what I mean by standing on your principles, and then you get to live off the entrance. All of this is just entrance. This is yard after catch because we completed the principle. The principle was just completing the short pass. All right, guys, we're headed to the Super Bowl. This is Coach KK, Volume 17, Part 7. I am out.
This is how we do it every day. We be grinding, and if you ask me, we the best. I'ma be like, yo, that's us with the crazy flow.